The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) has expressed concern over the absence of a government-owned rehabilitation center in Ogun State, a gap which the agency says is hampering efforts to rehabilitate drug-dependent persons. Ogun State Commander of the NDLEA, Commandant of Narcotics Tijani Rabe, made the disclosure on Monday while responding to questions at the 2025 World International Youth Day celebration organized by the Correspondent Chapel of the Ogun State Nigeria Union of Journalists (NUJ) in Abeokuta. The event was themed Youth Empowerment for a Sustainable Future. Rehab describes drug abuse as a gigantic albatross to youth development in the 21st century. He lamented that although NDLEA manages rehabilitation centers across the country, many built by state governments, Ogun remains the only state without one, a situation he said contributes to the growing prevalence of drug abuse among youth.
It's only Ogun State that we do not have a rehabilitation center, unfortunately. And let me tell you why. Most of the states, some of the states, the rehabilitation centers were built by NDLEA, but in majority of the states, the rehabilitation centers were built by the state for NDLEA to manage.
He explained that in the absence of a dedicated facility, the command currently refers severe cases to the Neuropsychiatric Hospital Aro, Abeokuta, when suspects are diagnosed with drug-related mental health challenges. However, he noted that the cost is prohibitive, with a deposit of 400,000 naira required before admission, an amount many families cannot afford in the current economic climate. The commander revealed that this year's budget includes a rehabilitation center for Ogun State to be built on land generously donated by the Onimeko of Imeko in Imeko. He called on senators and other politicians in the state to prioritize the establishment of rehabilitation centers in which senatorial district to tackle the rising drug use problem. Rabe further noted that the NDLEA avoids persecuting offenders with minor drug issues to prevent worsening their condition through prison exposure, citing overcrowding as a major concern. He disclosed that Ibarra Correctional Center currently houses over 1,700 inmates, far beyond its capacity, a challenge mirrored across the other facilities.
Program last week in the prisons, this Ibarra Custodial Center. They did a tournament among the inmates, and I was invited as a special guest in the final of their football match. And I was told that we have in that narrow, very constricted place, 1,700 plus inmates. That number is very huge for a very small place like that. And that is the case in most of our custodial centers. So we are at our level contributing to reducing that problem. Number one, like you rightly mentioned, those who have small issues, if you take them to prison, you will compound their problems beyond repairs, because when they come out, they will come out different people entirely. Their situations at that time might not be manageable. So we're doing our best in that regard, and we have.
During the event, Otumba Segun Shomi, convener of the alternative, urged Nigerians, especially the youth, to be more serious and focused about their lives, embracing digital skills and reducing dependence on government jobs. Minat Ibrahim reporting.